this is Rob, and today we're going to do a wall hanging called Winter Wishes, which is by Janine Babich Designs, and it is a panel with these words. I found this last year when I was in America at So Much More in Brentwood, Tennessee. They were doing a class on this design, and I fell in love with it, and I had to buy it. It has like 3 or 4 colors, and it's a really simple design. And what we're going to do is do the snowflakes and the background designs here in like a frosted white, which will glisten. And we're going to do the main words in a gray-blue wintry color. The highlight words here will be in gold. And then the background wording and motifs will be in a black with a gold sparkle to it. I also have a white with a gold sparkle. We'll see how it goes. But I tried this with my 30 weight isomets. My Bernina did not like them at all. I had lots of problem. I've ruined a panel. I'm going to have to cut some more. So I'm going to do these in traditional, yin met 30 weight. Hated that. So I'm going to use isomet 40 weight metallics. And I also have my Madeira water soluble for basting and the positioning lines. So I've already loaded my design and turned it. We can reload it. We'll delete the one that's in. We'll get it out of a folder. We'll go to our design. They're in this EXP folder. We want the first one. And you'll notice it's facing this way, but the top is here. I've turned it around. So what we want to do is go to our information, and then we want to turn it 180 degrees. And then this design asks you to mark down the middle of your fabric and at 10 inches. And this gives you the first placement line. So what I'm going to go back and do is go to my pinpoint placement. I'm using my number 26, number 90 needle. I need to change that because I was using a 120, and like I said, this machine did not like my yin mat. So we'll go here and we'll choose our points. We need to zoom in, and I use actual needle point placement, so and I accidentally hit. So we're at the end of the placement line, which should be this drawn line. So I'll bring the needle down, and it's right on the line. So I will bring this, I'll set this, and then we'll go down to the other end, and we'll press this line, and it's a little bit off, so we need to move it from side to side, which is the top knob. And you only want to move one direction on your second point, and that is because if you move both directions, it will resize the design. Okay, we're on the point, and we'll set that. And now we just want to make sure there's a line right here in the middle, and we go out to our information, and we can go down here to check, and it wants me to move to position 1. Lock it in place, and then I want to check a needle position, the center, which should be right on my center line. It's close enough. So I could actually move the whole design down just a little bit. Here we go. Now we're centered. This gets everything just perfect. And we can go back to our pinpoint placement. And if it wants to go to position 3, and we're still on our line, so everything is adjusted and we're ready to go. It wants me to go back to position 2 to the middle. So here we go, and then we're going to press the needle, and I want to do a basting box. And I'm using the water-soluble thread, and I'm using a soft tearaway. So also one of the things you want to make sure you do is this is usually cut on that cuts your jump stitches and your color changes. Turn that off, because when you're working with metallic thread, you do not want it to cut anything, because it really dulls your blade. Move to position 1. Do it tight. And the beauty of using water-soluble thread is you don't have to rip it out when you're finished. Now it's going to tell me to go to 3. And this is really the first time I've used this hoop. and which I think is quite cool because it gives you that big embroidery without the sides. Okay, now it wants me to move back to 2. And we want to turn our basting box off. Oh, it wants me to go to 3. I get them backwards. There we go. Now it wants me to go back to 2. Okay. Now it's going to stitch my placement line. And what it's asking me to do is to cut my threads because I turned off the auto snip. So, and my basting is going right down that pencil line. Wants me to go to position 1. Okay. And now we're at color 2. So I'm going to take my water-soluble thread, and the first color is the background snowflakes. So we want to use our frosted metallic, which makes beautiful snowflake ornaments, which is what I usually use it for. So we thread our machine. Lower our presser foot to apply pressure so it's easier to thread. And there we go. And we press start. And we raise our foot. And we clip our thread. And we're off. I'm going to stop this and come back at the next color change. Okay, we're back. And now the design. Okay, we're back and we're changing color. So we're going to do the welcome, which is going to be in the blue, the bluish gray. So and clip. So we lower our presser foot to apply pressure so we don't pull more thread through. And then we thread it. And it's done and we're ready to go. So we just press go. We're going to raise our presser foot. Clip our edge, and we tell it to go. And it's going to get here, and it's going to tell me to move to the top half of my hoop to position 1. So we pull it all the way up. Get it to lock in place. We press our, so it'll align and it will come right to the end of this. We pull our thread back and we're ready to go. And it didn't even miss a stitch. And what it's doing is spelling the W of welcome. Let's see if a little better. The screen. There we go. And we'll come back when it finishes this color. This color is going to take 42 minutes. So I know you don't want to sit here and just see it go up and down for 42 minutes. So we'll come back at the next personal intersection. Be back.